We are here live, fans, at Selland Arena in Fresno, California, here alongside Michael Conowitz. Manny Nunez making the call. Count them 10. 10 games in 2 days right here in the beautiful Selland Arena in Fresno, California. First off, it'll be the girls' Division 5 final here between the Crusaders of Kings Christian as they take on the Eagles of Immanuel. Immanuel comes in with a record of 19-7. Kings Christian 16-7. How they got here first for the Eagles. They were tied for second in their Central Sequoia League. They took down Paramount Bard, and they also tied for second in the East Sierra League on our behalf. For the other squad, for Kings Christian, the Crusaders defeated Layton to get to this point. They only had to play one game, as a matter of fact, to get here. Michael, this will be one of the tougher matchups here out of these 4 games we will see today. A very valiant matchup by 2 teams that really are nearly equally matched.
Yeah, both schools looking for their first section championships. Immanuel with a very effective inside-outside combination of freshman point guard Zoe March and 5'11" senior center Olivia Sorensen. 8.5 points per game and 5 assists for March and 12 points per game and 9 rebounds for Sorensen, and we'll tell you more about the other squad as we get going.
Tip-off here rewarded by the Crusaders as we're underway here. The first game of 4 tonight, 6 tomorrow here at Selland Arena. This is the Division 5 girls final here at Selland Arena, the Central Section Championships. Starting lineups here, first off for the Crusaders, Sierra Haskett, Cassidy Little, Abrina Salas, Marielle Priss, and Christian Jordan. The shot no good, rebounded here by the Eagles as they will be dressed in white with blue trim. The Crusaders in maroon and gold lettering. Crusaders again with the ball nearly stripped away. Up along the glass, and that'll go in. That's Olivia Sorensen as she strikes first blood. She's got the first basket of the game. A whistle and a turnover here forced there by the Eagles as it was along the sideline there, and already the Eagles are showing that they're the mighty team so far in these first 45 seconds. Another shot by Sorensen. Back rim, no good. Rebounded there by the Crusaders as they'll now take it up court. Here's Salas who crosses, trying to think about going coast to coast. Instead, it's going to be dished out to the backside. Crusaders now trying to reset the offense here with the ball is Salas. Top of the key. Back over to Jordan. Jordan swings it over far side. Ball back away to Little. Top of the key. Here is Salas. Salas up the free throw line, launches the ball, whistle and a foul. She was against 2 players. No, instead it'll be a traveling violation instead. Would have been the foul call, but she took that one extra step. Turnover here coming for the Crusaders. 6:40 to go, just underway here in this Division 5 girls basketball final, leading the Central Section Championships. A beautiful pass, finding the backdoor rim shot, no good there by Sorensen. A whistle and another foul called against the Crusaders as there was a couple of maroon jerseys under the key. Eagles will go to the line here for 2.
And Immanuel doing a really good job early of attacking the basket, getting inside.
At the line here for the Eagles, number 12, Shandon Landbetter. She'll go to the line here for a 2-shot foul. First one on the way, and that hits the back rim. No good. Again, a slow game, obviously, to start. But nonetheless, the Eagles are kind of trying to speed things up. The Crusaders are trying to control the clock, but you see on the other end, they're basically turning on those Jets. Second free throw by Ledbetter, and that will catch nothing but air. So that'll be going the other way here for the Crusaders. Already 0 for 2 at the free throw line. Here come the Crusaders trying to go coast to coast here. Going along to take the shot. No good, but 2 bodies there making the play, and that'll be a foul called. It'll be against Janelle Enns. That'll be her first, team's first. It was a shot on the floor, so it'll be inbounded there along the baseline.
Kings Christian needs to take good care of the basketball. Already 3 turnovers.
Crusaders here trying to reset the offense. Kick out pass to Jordan. Jordan gets the ball stripped away. And now here come the Crusaders on the attack. Here is Enns who tries to find a spot, but instead loses control and gets called for the double dribble. Turnovers here, a big factor so far. We've already seen 4 on both sides. 6:11 to go here in the first quarter of play, and it's still a 2-0 Eagle lead. Trying to go again, coast to coast. Salas gets her shot blocked away there by the Eagles, and they get stripped. The Crusaders for a second chance, looking for a pass in the key, and a travel call against Sierra Haskett, who took that extra step before throwing the ball under the key.
Yeah, turnover count for Kings Christian now up to 6 all of a sudden. And you got to credit them for stealing it right back up, but then giving it back again. You got to take better care of the basketball here in the finals.
And they're very fortunate, too, with all those turnovers they've committed. They're only down by 1 bucket, a 2-0 affair. 2 minutes in here to this first quarter. With the ball, here is Fujioka, who looks over on the side for March, but instead misdirected the pass, and that goes out of bounds. Another turnover. It's been turnovers aplenty here in these first 2:13. Eagles working on that full court press, but escaping it is Jordan. With the ball, loses control, but on the play and the foul, it'll be called against Immanuel's Ashley Reiger. That'll be her first. So Regier, that'll be her first, team second foul, nonetheless. Again, in high school basketball, they keep the fouls until the end of the first half. Looking for a pass up along the baseline now, losing control with it along the baseline. Christian Jordan, who tried to find some spots, but 2 white jerseys over it. That'll be another turnover, this time around 7 and counting here for the Eagles.
Both teams still struggling to get underneath their feet, get their feet underneath them a little bit. And you're right, Kings Christian lucky to only be down a basket.
Pass inside the key. It'll be a jump ball as a bunch of jerseys, 2 on each side, went in for the hole. It'll be jump ball. Ball will be rewarded to the Eagles. Still a 2-0 game. It's been at least maybe 4 times as many turnovers here as it has been points. A shot by Sorensen, and that'll fall true. 4 points here for Sorensen, 4-0, with the Eagles leading. Along the near side, Salas. A shot on the way, no good, but a foul called as it looks as if the Crusaders will go to the line. Drawing the foul there was by Salas.
Foul goes against number 2, Zoe March.
For Zoe Marks, that'll be her first personal for Immanuel, and Immanuel's third team foul. At the line here, first shot on the way, and that will fall true. So on the board now, here are the Crusaders as they trail 4-1.
Eagle substitution, checking into the lineup, number 11, Bethany Fox.
Ready to go now here to take the second of 2. Again, a 4-1 ball game with about maybe at least 10 turnovers already to start on both sides. Second free throw hits the far iron, no good. And now here come the Eagles up on the attack. In control with it is March. Up at the top of the key, lost control, now finds a spot. Put up jumper off the glass, and that's in. Zoe March gets her first points of the game, and it's now a 6-1 Eagle lead.
Immanuel doing a good job of finding space in the paint.
A 20-foot jumper, side rim, no good. Ball goes out of bounds, last touched off the rebound there by the Crusaders. Ball goes to the other way for the Eagles. 4:43 left to go here in the first quarter of play. And now the Eagles this time around, for the first time, will slow things down on offense. Crossing the court here is March. Kickoff pass far side over to Riegner. Now near side pass, 3 ball on the way, and that's good. Bingo! Fujioka finds the bucket from long range, 9-1. 8-point lead here for the Eagles thus far. Just getting things going here in the first quarter. Shot on the way, no good, but here come the Crusaders on the attack. Zoe March trying to go coast to coast, front iron, no good. Second chance, had her feet on the baseline, and that will go out of bounds. A whistle and a timeout called here by the Crusaders, and again with a 9-1 lead, they have so far only had that 1 free throw taken by Salas. Everything else has really gone for naught so far. A lot of turnovers here committed by the Crusaders, and again, they actually kept it close in the beginning, but now you see that run spurting here by the Eagles.
Yeah, just not much offense early. Both teams a little skittish on the offensive side of things, and finally Immanuel getting in rhythm, getting into the paint, putting up some shots, and then finally making Kings Christian collapse in on their defense and then getting the long three.
So here we go, coming out of the timeout, 9-1 again, and a lot of the shots that the Crusaders have taken have really been, it's been kind of a favorable between contested and uncontested, but so far, the Crusaders have really not had the best chance at a shot thus far. Inside the key, a shot on the way, nothing but glass there on the attempt, and now here come the Eagles back out on the attack.
Kind of just threw that one up, tough shot on the turnaround, not sure you want to settle for that.
3:45 left to go here in this first quarter with the ball. Here is March, who lost the ball. They're on the strip from South, but it's last touched by the Eagles. So the Crusaders here will get awarded with the ball after the turnover. 3:36 left to go. It's still a 9-1 Eagle lead here. Taking the ball across the court. Here's Salas, who slowed things down again with her team down by 8. Now up along the near side, trying to find some space around. Since she'll kick it out inside the key, down to Jordan. Jordan now swing out pass over to Slack. Slack with a shot on the way, no good. Rebounded there by the Crusaders, but instead it'll be a foul call, and I think it's going to go in the direction for the Eagles. There's actually a foul call there. It'll be called against number 15. Number 15, Marielle Priss. That'll be her first. Team second for the Crusaders. March here with the ball, crossing half court. Swing out pass near side to Fujioka. Back to Fujioka. Looking for March, who was way off the ball. I think she was actually instead looking for Riegner. But instead it's another turnover here. So it's going to go the other way again. It's been back and forth. But if you like back and forth action where, balls are kind of playing like a pinball machine, this might be the game for you.
Yeah, Immanuel now starting out playing cleanly, but now racking up some turnovers, and now Kings Christian really needs to capitalize here.
Jordan with the ball, now moves along the far side. Swing out pass over to Haskett. Haskett back down to Salas, top of the key. Looking for Slack along the baseline. Gets double teamed. Salas with the ball, almost gets it loose, and it'll be in her possession. Looks for a lane along the key, launches the ball, back rim. That shot's no good, but with the rebound there is Jordan for the Crusaders. Swing out pass over to Haskett. Haskett with a jumper, and that'll fall true. A great effort there by the Crusaders. Second chance points aplenty there, 9-3. 2:15 left to go here in this opening quarter. With the ball is Riegner. Riegner up along the key, gets whistled for the travel call. They're up along the baseline, and now a chance for the Crusaders to maybe take advantage here in these last 2 minutes.
Yeah, got a great possession out of that last one, and we'll see if they can continue that. Get some good passing, get inside again.
2 minutes left to go. Again, a 9-3 lead, but the Crusaders here down by 2 possessions. Salas with the ball, swing out pass over to Jordan. A pull-up jumper, back rim, no good. Rebounded there by March for the Eagles. She'll try to take it up this time around. Coast to coast, lays it up off the glass, no good. Rebounded though by the Eagles. Kick out pass on the top of the key. Here's March with the ball, defended by Slack. Swing pass over to Riegner, no good. They'll rebound it again, a third opportunity here for the Eagles. Moving along on the outside here is March with the ball, guarded by Slack. Slack over to Riegner. Riegner, swing out pass near side, shot on the way, and that'll be blocked right into the hands. A jump ball, though, as 2 players tangled up. It'll be going over to Heskett, and it'll be awarded here for the Crusaders. A questionable call, but it's awarded the other way. Obviously, the Eagle fans not appreciative of that call, but here's a chance again for the Crusaders to maybe take control of this game, down by 6. 1:15 left to go again in this opening quarter. Slack with the ball. Outside, kick out pass to Salas, who lost control, and that will be an over and back call. It was a bad pass there by Slack. Went off on her back foot, could not control the play. Another turnover here for the Crusaders.
Yeah, 9 turnovers in this first quarter. That's definitely not helping their offense.
Eagle substitution, number 12, Shannon Ledbetter checking back into the lineup.
Ledbetter here checking back into the game now for the Eagles. And the one thing to mention here for the Crusaders, not a lot of players on the roster. They only get 8 listed on the program here. Actually, it's 7 on maxpreps.com. So, a lot of these starters are really going to be playing nearly a full game. So it'll be one thing to wonder, one thing to see here throughout this whole game. March with the ball, 55 seconds left with about 12 on the shot clock. up along the key, and that's going to be stripped away and stolen. Another jump ball. Don't know if there was really much of a tangle there, but the Crusaders will lose the ball here on the jump ball. Ball going will remain here for the Eagles.
Yeah, a little quick of a call, but if they seem to make the quick call last time too, so as long as it's consistent, that's what the coaches want to see.
Here's March. A jumper on the way, and that'll fall true. She's got 4 points on the day. 11-3 as the Eagles push the lead back up to 8. 9-second difference, shot clock and game clock. Slack back down to Salas, top of the key. Swing on pass over to Jordan. Now inside the key looking for Priz. Priz loses the ball, instead gets called for the travel, who looked for a player along the far side. And now a chance for the Eagles to maybe take the last shot of this first quarter. Checking back in now for the Crusaders, number 12, Cassidy Little. The only difference of games between these two, about 3. Kings Christian had about 25 total. Immanuel about 30 for that matter. Swing out pass, near side, now inside the key, looking for a jumper, and that's no good. Rebounded with 10 seconds left. The Crusaders can take the last shot here. 6 seconds to go. Here is Salas trying to go coast to coast, laying it off the glass. No good. Rebounded by the Eagles, and that will do it here at the end of this first quarter. It's been all Eagles thus far in these first 8 minutes, and it's an 11-3 Immanuel lead right here in the Division V girls final, right here on PlayOnSports.com, where high school sports lives. Right here, we'll take a quick timeout right after this.
If you want to watch more of your school's great matchups like the game you are enjoying here today, tell your school to sign up for the Play On Sports School Broadcast Program. The program allows schools to broadcast all their games and other activities on the web. For more information, go to playonsports.com/SBP. That's playonsports.com/SBP.
So it's an 11-3 game here so far after 1 quarter of play. March and Sorensen haven't said her name in a while, as a matter of fact. They both lead the team on the Immanuel side with 4 points. Keskett has the only field goal of the game so far for the Crusaders. She's got obviously 2, but again, a lot of shots taken thus far. Salas actually has the bulk of them for the Crusaders thus far, but really nothing has really gone the Crusaders. We had a lot of turnovers, and they're very fortunate with this game right now that to be only down by single digits.
Yeah, a lot of turnovers, as you said, Manny, and just a couple of shots, a couple probably good shots that just didn't go down. They just need to keep shooting, swing the ball around, keep getting inside, and hope shots start falling.
Crusaders here with the ball to inbound to start the second quarter of play. Again, down by 8. Again in the Division V girls basketball final. Jordan with the ball, almost double teamed, and then swings over to Salas. Salas back to Slack along the baseline, looks for a jumper, and that'll rattle its way home.
Tough shot too. Nice make there.
With a pull-up jumper there, it's 11-5. They cut the lead down to a 2-possession game. Cross-court pass over to Enns. Enns inside the key, almost stripped away there by Jordan. A shot on the way by Sorensen, no good, but a foul called as she will go to the line now for 2.
Foul goes against number 10 for the
The foul will be called against number 10 as Sierra Haskett. That'll be her first. So Sorensen here at the line shooting 2. First shot on the way, and that'll find its way home. Now a 12-5 ball game, and you can see already in these first 30 seconds the tempo has started to pick up. Second free throw on the way, so they push the lead back up to 8. It's now a 13-5 ball game. Salas with the ball. Long pass down to Little. Little back to Salas. Swing pass over to Jordan. Outside the three mark. Slack back down to Little. Over to Salas. 3 ball on the way. Bingo! From downtown, Salas gets the 3 ball in, 13-8.
Emmanuel has been making it tough for Kings Christian to get into the paint, and some nice shots falling for the Crusaders.
Along the sideline, it'll be a whistle, though a foul before the Eagles stepped out of bounds. It'll be against number 14, Salas there, and that'll be her first, but the team's 4th for Kings Christian. As they inbound the ball, Fujioka with the ball. Long pass to Enns. Enns inside the key to Sorensen. A turnaround jumper front iron, no good. Gets her own rebound and finds the bottom of the bucket. Way to get her own rebound there. She's got 6, 15-8.
Sorensen, great scoring and great on the boards and showing it all in that one possession there.
Salas here to control the offense again, down by 7, a 58-8 ball game. Jordan near the far side, ball stripped away. Here's March, turning on the Jets, laying it up, and that will be a turnover with points.
Immanuel just rolling, feeling it in rhythm right now.
March now tied with Sorensen, team leading with 6. 17-8 here. Still a single-digit lead for the Eagles. Little back down to Salas, far side. 2 minutes into this second quarter. Little for a 3, no good. Rebounded by the Crusaders. Now here comes March. It's a 3-on-3. March with beautiful footwork finds the glass and in.
That was a tough shot. I wasn't even sure you wanted to settle for that if you were Immanuel, but what a shot there for her to get it to go down.
19-8 here, down by 11 are the Crusaders. Salas with the ball. Moves over corner of the key, launches the ball. It'll be an inbound pass instead of a 2-shot foul. So the foul happened on the floor before the shot was taken. That'll be called against number 4, and that'll be Janelle Enns. That'll be her second, and already the team's 4th.
Yeah, and right now the Immanuel zone making it very tough for Kings Christian to get inside. The only area they really had success, a couple shots falling, but the Crusaders need to find a way to not settle for those shots.
And here's a steal there by March, looking for another points off turnover, but instead Salas with the effort on the block. And it went off of March's knee and out of bounds. So the ball will go the other way. A fortunate turnover here for the Crusaders. Still down by 11, 5:34 left. Salas with the ball. Pushes off the full court press there committed by the Eagles. Salas now directing the offense again. Top of the key. Slack almost lost the ball. Back down to Jordan. Jordan at the free throw puts up a one-handed jumper off the glass, and that'll fall true. For Jordan, that's her first bucket. A 19-10 ball game. Swing out pass over to Fujioka near side. Back down to March. March over to Riegner. Riegner almost thought about the jumper, but instead she'll find Fujioka for 3. Side rim, no good. Rebounded by the Crusaders. A second chance, no, but it'll be a tangle up. The direction here going to the Eagles. A lot of jump balls. They're playing very physical. Obviously, these refs are definitely letting them play.
Yeah, letting him play and calling a little bit quick jump balls, but again, as long as it's consistent, that's what's important.
Inside the key, down to Fox. Launches a shot, but gets called for the foul. So she'll go to the line here for 2, and it'll be against number 10, Sierra Heskett. That'll be her second. Already 2 here for Heskett, and the 5th for Kings Christian. So Heskett gets her second foul, and Fox will be at the line here for a 2 shots. First free throw on the way, and that's good.
For the Crusaders, checking back into the lineup, number 12, Cassidy Little.
Cassidy Little now checking back into the game. Second free throw on the way, and that'll fall true. 21-10. It's been a fluctuating 9 to 11 point lead, but right now the Eagles in control in this one. Salas to Little. Back to Salas, top of the key. They need to get something going here. The Eagles are trying to run away with this one already. Jordan, a contested jumper inside the key, and that'll fall in.
And that was a beautiful job there of working her way in underneath the basket and getting the easy shot.
So a 9-point lead. The lead back down to single digits. Corner of the key looking for March. Instead swings it over down to King. King called for the travel as she was looking for that open jumper along the baseline, but instead the Crusaders will take over. Now, obviously with these turnovers, there's been actually a little bit fewer for the Eagles, but every turnover that they commit, the Crusaders need to definitely take advantage here in this one. Halfway through here in this second quarter, again, a 21-12 lead. Salas with the ball, top of the key, trying to control this offense. Now moves over near side. Swing out pass over to Priz. Shot on the way, no good, but a whistle. And a foul against the Crusaders. The ball here will go the other way. Under 4 to go. Another turnover here that have been really costing the Crusaders thus far. March gets the offense called here by a head coach, James Stevens. March trying to control, instead swings it over to Sorensen. A beautiful one-timer pass under the basket. Sorensen's got 8. It's now an 11-point lead. Near side pass now, top of the key. Here's Jordan. Little, 3-ball on the way. Front iron, no good. Rebounded there by the Eagles. A chance to maybe take control here of this second quarter, then get a bucket right here. March gets guarded by Salas, loses her footing, and it's stripped away. Here comes Slack. A 1-on-2. Can she take it herself off the glass? And that's in. And that'll be a foul after the shot. Count the bucket and the foul. A late whistle there, but Slack will get awarded for a 3-point opportunity.
Yeah, the Crusaders the last few possessions have been doing a better job of, again, getting back inside despite the Immanuel pretty darn good zone. Getting inside and drawing the foul, getting to the line.
And that takes guts, too, there for Slack to a 1-on-3, mind you, and she even draws the foul there. Obviously, the free throw there, no good, but hey, we'll take the 2 points anyway. 23-14 here, the Crusaders down by 9. March with the ball. Great crossover against Salas. Gets tripped up as she found a lane inside the key. That'll be a foul called against the Crusaders. Team foul number 6.
Foul goes against number 22.
It'll be against number 22, Christian Jordan. That'll be her second personal. So already a couple of players in foul trouble. Keskett and Jordan already with 2 fouls on the day. Inside key pass over to Sorensen, who finds the turnaround jumper. That's 10 points here for Sorensen.
Both teams really doing a good job of making their points count inside.
So a timeout called here by head coach Justin Lott, and the Crusaders will keep it right here, 25-14. Immanuel here leading, and it's been a rather more or less evenly matched second quarter, but obviously for Kings Christian, any chance that they've had to get buckets go their way. You've seen the Eagles, again, turn on the Jets and really just take control of that Crusader defense. It's been a very balanced second quarter, but we can definitely say that the Eagles have at least kept it in their favor.
Yeah, Kings Christian doing a much better job on offense, getting in rhythm, getting their feet underneath them a little. They struggled with the zone early in the second quarter, but they figured out how to get it inside anyway, and getting shots close to the basket, getting to the line there, even though they didn't make the 3-point play count. But on the other side, Immanuel just staying in rhythm from that first quarter, creating turnovers, getting points in transition.
And the thing with the Eagles as well, you see Zoe March, who has 8 points, Olivia Sorensen, who has 10 on the day. That's 18 of the team's 25 points, but that has been the 1-2 combo that we've seen all day today.
It has, and if they continue, they're going to give Kings Christian fits all day.
So coming out of the timeout, again, the Crusaders down by 11. About 2:33 left to go here in this first half of play. Salas with the ball on the inbound. Kings Christian with 16 fouls, so in the bonus are the Eagles. Salas swing pass to Jordan, corner the key, pull-up jumper, back rim, no good. Gets her own rebound, second chance, air ball. Rebounded again by the Crusaders, a tangle up and a travel call after the rebound there by Marielle Priz. Ball goes the other way. Another turnover here, and it's been coming for the Crusaders here in this first half. Crusaders working the full court press, but instead, March tries to go across the court, puts up a shot, no good, but it'll be a foul called against the Crusaders, and that will go against number 14. That'll be her second for Salas.
Immanuel Ford General of doing a great job of just forcing it inside and drawing contact.
First free throw on the way there by March, and that'll go in. So back now to their biggest lead of the day at 12. 2:11 left to go here in this first half of play. Second free throw, and that's good, but her feet on the jumper went over the line, so that's a lane violation, so can't count that one there. So after that ball there, it's going to be kept at a 12-point lead. Salas, far side, now moves top of the key. Swing pass to Jordan. Jordan thinks about a three. Instead, she'll swing it over to Slack. Fadeaway jumper, no good, but a travel call as she moved her pivot foot. Another turnover.
14 first half turnovers. Kings Christian really lucky to not be down more than they already are.
Yeah, I'm looking at Justin Lott right now, and you can just see the red steaming off his face, and this is definitely one thing he's going to talk about at the break. Inside key pass to Sorensen. Jumper no good, but getting the rebound and the putback, Bethany Fox. Way to be aware, and that's her first bucket of the day, 28-14. Jordan with the ball. Thought about a three, instead swings it over to Priz. Priz, another travel, another turnover.
And, you know, Kings Christian has been really good in spots. Immanuel just consistent the whole first half.
Again, a slow first half for Immanuel. Again, they only put up 2 points in the first 3 minutes, but they've been on that huge run. It's been, as a matter of fact, a 26-14 run at that. Shot on the way, no good. Rebounded here by the Crusaders as they try to speed things up. Here is Slack, a 1-on-2. Thinks about jumper, but no. Slack again with a pivot foot. And another turnover. 16 turnovers here in this first half.
And, you know, if you're the Crusaders, you might need to burn another timeout here. It just looks like the wheels are falling off, and they got to stop looking at the scoreboard, just play possession for possession.
They've already used 2 of their 5 in their pocket. March gets pressured and gets the ball stripped away, but Salas could not handle the turnover. Ooh, instead, it actually went off the hands of Ends. Called by the referee. Under a minute left, the Crusaders will get awarded there with the ball after the turnover. Salas gets the inbound pass. Hopefully, maybe cutting this lead down to 12, if not 10, if they can get a quick shot here. Under 45 to go. Salas looking for Jordan along the baseline. Jordan swing out pass far side, a whistle. And that'll be another traveling violation, but that was a forced turnover there, and that you can definitely credit that to the Eagle defense.
Oh, certainly great defense by Immanuel, but Kings Christian just absolutely, they need to forget the score and just play each possession like there's no score on the board. Don't worry about the scoreboard.
8-second difference, shot clock and game clock, a whistle and a turnover here, and I believe it's going to be a foul called against the Eagles there. It'll be against number 23, Olivia Sorensen. That'll be her first foul. Number 6. So if they can force a foul here, the Crusaders, they can get themselves at the line for maybe a 1-and-1. Shot clock is off, 25 ticks to go. Jordan with the ball, far side, back down to Priz, top of the key. Looking for a pass inside the key, the ball gets instead turned over. Jordan, though, with the ball after the loose ball along the baseline, kicks it over to Salas. Salas with a long 2-ball, back rim, no good. A chance to maybe take the last shot. Here come the Eagles. 5 seconds left. Here is March. 3-ball on the way. Gets blocked by Jordan. And that will actually be out of bounds, so there's 4 ticks left. Great effort there by Jordan to block the 3-ball there by March. With 4:10 left. Inside the key to March. Can't get the shot off in time, and that'll end the first half of play. 28-14, but this key story of the game has been the turnovers. 16 total turnovers. Definitely lost count of how many points off for turnovers the Eagles have scored, but we can tell you it's definitely been a lot.
Yeah, it certainly has, and I think Kings Christian, they just got a little overwhelmed by their own mistakes and are maybe letting one mistake become 2, become 3. So they just need to regroup and, again, play like there's no... Don't worry about the scoreboard. Just play good offensive basketball. The defense is pretty good. You know, you got to credit Immanuel, of course. But just get a few good possessions, get some good passing, some shots to go down, and then you can get back in this one. You can't worry about the mountain you have to climb.
So that'll do it after this first half of play. Immanuel leads it by a score of 28-14. We'll take about an 8-minute timeout before we get you guys out for half number 2. This is the Division 5 girls basketball final right here on PlayOnSports.com, where the Central Section Basketball Championships lives right here. All right, and a break.
One match away from immortality.
This is a total team effort.
We're gonna come at you.
One shot.
One match away from immortality.
This is a total team effort.
We're gonna come at you.
One shot.
One match away from immortality.
This is a total team effort.
We're gonna come at you.
One shot.
Welcome back to action here, right here on PlayOnSports.com, where high school sports lives right here. Immanuel, after one half of play, leads by a score of 28-14. And as we were talking about during the break, Michael, turnovers and rebounding, the big factor in this one. Nearly 20 turnovers for the Crusaders thus far, and a 10 rebound difference between these two teams, obviously with the Eagles leading that category, but that's been really the big difference in this first half.
Yeah, kind of a sloppy game on both sides. 15 turnovers for Kings Christian, but 11 for Immanuel. Where Immanuel really pulled away was, like you said, Manny, in the rebounding column, where they out-rebounded the Crusaders 17-7 and 6-3 on the offensive boards.
Crusaders with a chance at the shot, taken there by Marielle Prees, correction. That's no good, but she'll go to the line here for two. It'll be called against number 23, Olivia Sorensen. That's her second, who leads the team in points with 10 for March. She's second on her end with 8. First shot on the way by Priz, front iron, and that's no good. Not a lot of free throws taken, although free throw-wise, you can say right now 1 for 4 at the free throw line. Second free throw to make that 1 for 5. As both free throws there taken by Prees, no good. Here is March trying to go coast to coast, lose the ball as it's stripped away there by Jordan. Just underway here in this third quarter. Again, the Crusaders down by double digits, a 14-point deficit. Jordan looks at the ball, but instead on the steal is March going coast to coast, laying it up off the glass, and that's going to go in. 10 points on the day for Zoe March, a 30-14 lead. Jordan with the ball top of the key. Swing out pass looking for Keskit. Off her knee and out of bounds. Another Crusader turnover as the sloppy basketball continues. Under 45 seconds into this one. Again, a 16-point lead. Here is March crossing half court. March stops, far side. Swings over inside the key, looking for Sorensen. Front iron, no good on the shot. Rebounded by Prees. Here is Salas with the ball, crossing half court. Looks for Jordan, near side. Jordan stops, looks for Prees, gets the ball near the top of the free throw line, double teamed. Swing out pass over to Keskit along the baseline, puts up a jumper, nothing but air. And instead it's rebounded by March, right over Sorensen. One-on-one, Zoe March rattles his way home. March, she's got 12, 32-14, up by 18. A little too much pressure on the ball against Ledbetter. That'll be her first foul.
Foul goes against number 12.
And now the Crusaders are going to need Salas to really step up in the second half if they want to get back in this one. Salas, 16 points per game, but struggled in the first half, as all of the Crusaders did, as Salas only able to come up with 4, so definitely going to need a big second half performance from her.
Yeah, one thing to mention, Salas, the leader on the offense, only 1 point, and she has missed all her field goals thus far. Another turnover as the ball is stolen there by March. 2 minutes into this one as the Eagles have pushed the lead up to 18. 3 ball on the way by Fujioka. Almost rattles his way in, but instead it's rebounded there by Prees. Salas with the ball. Half court again. A whistle and a foul called against Ledbetter. Already 2 fouls committed by her in these last 25 seconds.
Foul's going to go against number 12 for the Eagles, Ledbetter. That's 2 on Ledbetter. Possession.
So for Kings Christian here, down by 18, they need to get something going quick if they want to make it a game here in this fourth and final quarter. Salas swing out past the slack. Near the far side, Zoe March gets the ball, and she gets right in front of Jordan there on the steal. A long pass over to Fox, laying it up again off the glass. A 20-point lead. Fox, her 4th point of the game.
The baseball pass looking like Kevin Love.
A timeout called here. Head coach Justin Lott wants to talk things over. We'll take a timeout as well. A 20-point lead here for the Eagles as they are trying to cruise away with this one. Again, the Division 5 girls section final right here on PlayOnSports.com.
Play on Sports on Facebook and Twitter, giving you news and information and links to great highlights. Follow us at Play On Sports on both Facebook and Twitter. You can also access thousands of live and on-demand games on YouTube at youtube.com/playonnetwork. Keep up with all the high school action every week from your destination for high school sports, playonsports.com.
That was a 28-14 lead at the break. But 4 of the 6 points coming from Zoe March, all off of turnovers, and they've really enjoyed the 6-0 run. And again, the turnovers have still been coming in plenty for the Crusaders as they've really not had the edge on their offensive side. Salas here with the ball, losing her footing, and another foul called against Ledbetter. That's her third foul, all coming here in this third quarter. So already putting herself into foul trouble, although her team leads here by 20.
Yeah, and as you mentioned earlier, Manny, a short bench for the Crusaders. That could be an issue as we go down the stretch of this game.
Double team looking for Salas. Thought about a 3-ball, but instead swings it over. A 3-ball this time on the way. Front iron, no good. Getting her own rebound, no. It's taken there by Fox. Here is March. Inside the key, swings it over to Fujioka. 3-ball on the way. Front iron, no good. Rebounded by Prees. Now here come the Crusaders looking for a chance to go on the attack. Finding Slack over her head and out of bounds. And that's the turnover that you really don't want to commit if you're trying to go on the fast break. You got to find the perfect position for the pass. But Slack was not expecting the pass. Went over her head, out of bounds. Ball goes the other way.
Yeah, maybe you need to slow things down. Do anything you can not to turn the ball over. Just keep bleeding. You got to stop the bleeding and just take your time and get good shots.
March along the near side gets the ball touched off the hands of Christian Jordan, out of bounds as the Eagles will take the ball here on the inbound. Again, a 20-point lead, 4:37 left to go in this third quarter.
Eagles just need to keep doing what they're doing because it's working darn well.
Along the baseline, swing pass to March. March to Fujioka. Thought about a 3 instead. She'll dribble it once. Inside the key to Fox. Looking for Regner, who finds the basket. Off the glass and in. A 22-point lead for Regner. That's her first bucket.
Beautiful bit of passing by the Eagles inside.
22-point lead halfway through this third quarter of play. Cross-court pass to Salas along the baseline. Off the glass. Hits the back rim. No good. Rebounded there by the Crusaders and Regner.
Crusaders had some nice passing there too. Just couldn't finish the play.
Zoe to Sorensen. Shot no good, but Fox with the putback. No one there to box her out, and she gets the lay in there, and that's her 6th point of the game, 38-14.
Another offensive rebound for the Eagles. They're just killing there, and you see the Crusaders continue to shoot themselves in the foot there with their third second-half turnover.
And already 20 turnovers on the day for the Crusaders, and that's been really the key story on the maroon and yellow. Shot on the way by Sorensen, gets it blocked. And coming up with the ball there are the Crusaders, but a jump ball tangled by those two players that'll go into the direction of Kings Christian. Still looking for their first bucket. They put 5 shots here up. The Crusaders have nothing has gone their way thus far. A discussion here by the referees. Again with a 24-point Eagle lead. If you look at the stats thus far, Zoe March, who has already put up 12 points, she now leads the team. Sorensen, she's got 10, and right ahead of her is Fox, who has 6. She's got 4 of the 6 here coming in this third quarter. A lot of them second chance points for that matter. On the inbounds, here come the Eagles. Inside pass to Sorensen, and instead it's stolen by the Crusaders. March there on the push out as she'll control the offense. 2-ball, a long one, front iron, no good. A chance for a second opportunity. Instead, a tangle up and a foul called on the floor there by Jordan. Correction, it'll be out of bounds as Jordan actually had her feet on the baseline. Nonetheless, the ball will be awarded to the Eagles nonetheless. Here again on the inbound pass. Eagles looking for Sorensen over her head, and it was a smart play as the Crusaders actually positioned themselves well on defense, but that'll be a turnover here for the Eagles.
Yeah, now they really need to get to the bucket and get their first points in the second half here.
Again, a slow outing here to start the second half, already 5 minutes into this third quarter. Jordan with the ball along the far side, inside of Freeze. Double team, loses the ball, a tangle up on the corner of the right part of the key. Jump ball possession hour here for the Crusaders. And again, the defense still swarming, even though with a comfortable lead. The Eagle defense has not been letting up. Allie King now checking into the game for the second time here for the Eagles. Crusaders here on the inbound. Jordan will take it along the baseline. Looking for Salas instead. She finds Slack all by herself, laying it up off the glass, and that'll end the drought. 3 minutes left to go. As the Crusaders get on the board, they're down by 22.
Yeah, first points in the second half, like you said, Manny, but a great inbounds play for the Crusaders.
And another pass from March to Sorensen. The 1-2 combo for Sorensen. That's her 10th point. Shot on the way, no good, but instead a travel call as Slack took the extra step before the three ball on the way. Turnover number 21. 2:31 left to go here in the third quarter. Again, a 40-16 Immanuel lead. Zoe March, coast to coast. A whistle, count the bucket, and the foul. Zoe March with authority.
The freshman coming up big in this section final.
Zoe March, 14 points, 15 points, one on a free throw. She'll try to make it 16 here on this free throw. Shot on the way, the jumper, that'll fall true. Definitely trying to make her case for player of the game. And she might have it here. She's got 15 points, who leads the team here for the Eagles. Fujioka now checking back into the game for the Eagles. Again, leading her team by 27. March here with the ball. Correction, Sounds with the ball. Swing over to Jordan, far side. Leading jumper, no good. Rebounded by the Crusaders. Here's Priest inside the key. She'll take it herself and double team somehow. Found the bottom of the bucket. Freeze, that's her first shot, make of the day. As the lead's now cut to 25. Ball out of bounds, last touched by Jordan of the Crusaders as the ball will be inbounded near half court. 2:08 to go in this third quarter. After the inbound pass, ball here taken away. Now here come the Crusaders on the attack. Salas laying it up off the glass. A hard one at that. A foul. I believe it'll be on the shot. Yes, it will. Salas using her body and drew the foul. And there's a player down on the court, and I think it might be Ledbetter.
Yeah, she took a tough shot to the face as she got called for the block. Not questioning the official's call, but definitely got some tough contact there.
Not sure if it is Ledbetter or King. There is, again, a player down here for the Eagles, and she, like you said, took a hard one to the head. And Salas, a smart move to draw the foul, but on a play like that, especially when the momentum's really going towards the body of the defender, that's a hard push that King must have taken, and she's down, and she's really favoring, I think, obviously her head, but I'm not sure if it might be around the nose or the forehead. But obviously with the trainers coming out, it's definitely a hard hit that she really took to herself. Again, keeping it right here, a 25-point lead for the Eagles thus far. And you talk about the matchup between these two teams. It was evenly matched in that second quarter. It kind of swung away, but in this third quarter, again, a 28-14 halftime lead. It's been a 15-4 run by the Eagles here in this third quarter. You can definitely credit to the Eagle defense.
Yeah, the Eagle defense has turned up the energy for sure, and Crusaders have had troubles with that, turning the ball over and just not getting many good shot opportunities. And
you can definitely welcome that 1-2 punch here from March over to Sorensen. They have a combined total of 15 plus. They have a lot of points. As a matter of fact, nearly 30 points here combined by these two players. And really, between the two of those players, March doesn't have a whole lot of assists, but really she knows how to set it up, especially for Sorensen, who gets double teamed to the key. Sorensen gets those buckets when she's contested.
She does, and good to see her sit up on the court there.
And I believe down on the ground again, number 14, Abby King. Slow to get up. She is shaken up, and there is no blood on the court, but because of the blow to the head, obviously the one thing is for concern is maybe a concussion, as she looks a little whimsy, and I think it might be that. And when you definitely get a little woozy after the hit, obviously the first thing you want to check is, how her signals are. And she's being slowly carried off the court. She will definitely go to the locker room checking for that concussion.
Yeah, good to see her walk off with help, but walk off. That's always a good sign.
Ledbetter coming back into the game, although she does have 3 fouls at the free throw line here. It will be Abrina Salas. Still has no field goals. The starting point guard, she is 1 for 2 at the free throw line. First shot on the way, and that's good. Correction, she does have 1. As a matter of fact, she has that 3 ball. She's got 5 points now. Second shot on the way, and that'll fall true. So the lead now cut to 23. 2 minutes left to go here in this third. A 43-20 ball game. A whistle and a timeout call. The first one for the Eagles. Just to talk things over, obviously a smart one before the 5-second call. We'll keep it right here. Obviously for the Crusaders, a tough hill to climb thus far. But Michael, in your strategy here, 2 minutes left to go. What do you think will be an appropriate strategy to cut it down to maybe a digit or a deficit down into the teens?
Yeah, I think you just got to play slowly, play determined. Don't rush it. You're down big, but rushing it is not going to do anything for the Crusaders. It's just going to create more turnovers. So they just have to take their time, get it inside, and get good shots. Worry about one possession at a time.
Here on the inbound pass, under 2 minutes to go here in this third quarter. With the ball is Riegner, controlling the offense, over to Fujioka. Fujioka back down to ends, a long 2 ball. Couple parts of the rim, no good. A whistle and a foul called against the Crusaders, as that'll remain on the floor.
Great job of Ledbetter seeing the ball come off the rim and grabbing it.
That'll be called against Christian Jordan. That's her 3rd personal, but only the Crusaders' 2nd team foul. See a lot of the starters coming off the court for the Eagles as they feel this lead might be controlled here by the secondary. Fujioka back down 2. Ends with a shot on the way, no good. Tangle up under the key. There between Ends and Prees. Jump ball with the possession ball awarded here for the Eagles.
And Eagles swinging it around with ease, able to just save possessions over and over again.
20 on the shot clock here. Fujioka, 3 ball on the way. Side of the rim, no good. Rebounded by Keskett. Now taking the ball cross court here is Salas. Salas back to Jordan, far side. Salas now with the ball, top of the key. Back to Slack, 3 ball on the way. Front iron, no good. Rebounded by Ends. 1:13 left to go. Over to Ledbetter. Ledbetter laying it up. Back rim, no good. Rebounded by Prees. A tangle up, a jump ball between the two. With the possession arrow here for the Crusaders. 1:05 to go in this third quarter.
I think maybe we're starting to see possibly the conditioning aspect and the fact that, again, the Crusaders have such a short bench start to come into play.
Slack over, 3 ball on the way, side rim, no good, rebounded by the Crusaders. Now here comes Zoe March, swings over to Ledbetter, laying it up off the glass, and that is that one-timer pass, clear in the lane for Ledbetter. That's her first bucket, back to a 25-point lead. Salas, hard off the glass, no good, rebounded by Fujioka. Swings it over back to March. Again, leading by 25, a 3-second difference. Shot clock and game clock. Salas guarding March. March swings over to Fujioka. 3-ball in the way. Back rim, no good. Rebounded by the Crusaders. A chance to maybe take this last shot, but they got to go quickly here. 13 ticks left to go. Salas to Slack. Shot on the way, no good. She was contested. Got her shot affected, and that'll be a foul. She'll go to the line for 2.
Great job of Slack drawing the contact and getting to the line. That's where the Crusaders need to be, is at the line and in the paint.
Ferenz, that is her 3rd foul. Team foul number 6 for Immanuel. So first shot on the way there for Slack, and that'll fall true. Her 7th point of the day. 6 fouls again, so any foul after that here committed by the Eagles. Free throws are coming. 2nd shot on the way here by Slack. Front iron, no good. Rebounded there by Zoe March. 5 ticks left. March trying to go coast to coast. Swings it over to Ledbetter on the way. Front iron, no good. Rebounded. And that'll end the 3rd quarter of play. How about that? A 17-point 3rd quarter. A 17-7 run to close out the 3rd quarter. The Eagles lead it here by 24, 45-21 lead. Again, the Division 5 girls final right here on PlayOnSports.com, where high school sports lives right here.
And we'll continue to have live coverage of basketball from around the country this month in March Madness, Prep Madness, and the section and state championships. March Madness will reign around California and beyond as we bring you action from one end of the country to the other. Join us this month for championship basketball coverage brought to you by your destination for high school sports, PlayOnSports.com.
And we've got 7 total sections all around here, the state of California. We got the central all the way up north to the northern section, and all the coverage you can see right here on PlayOnSports.com, where high school sports lives right here. Again, once again, Michael Connor with Manny Nunes here making the call. A 24-point Immanuel lead, and again, the defense here by the Eagles really came through in that 3rd quarter, and you can really give credit to a lot of those points off for turnovers. Zoe March really leading that way.
Yeah, the Eagles just running circles kind of around the Crusaders, and they just look like they have more pep in their step, as they probably should with such a long bench.
8 players on the team for the Crusaders. Not much of breathing room. Zoe March here taking the shot, gets called for the foul, as she went up for the leaning jumper. The foul called against number 22, Christian Jordan. That's her 4th personal. Only the 3rd team foul here for Kings Christian. Zoe March here at the line for 2.
And that is a bright spot, as you had mentioned, Manny, that, now King Christian will be in the bonus the rest of the way, so that will give them some opportunities if they can get inside and draw some contact to take some free shots.
Zoe March, 2nd shot, no good. 3 for 5 at the charity stripe, but getting the rebound are the Eagles. Though can't control the ball there. Ledbetter along the baseline. The ball here will go the other way. Cassidy Little now checking back the game for Kings Christian, with their team down by 25, opening stages of the 4th quarter. Salas with the ball, controlling the offense. Salas back with the ball, top of the key. Swing out pass over to Little, to Salas. Back down to Keskett, long 2-ball, no good, though rebounded out by the Crusaders. A chance with a 2nd opportunity. Salas.
Haven't had many second opportunities, need to make the most of it.
Here is Keskett along the baseline, jumper, no good. A shot clock violation as she had to let that one go. Couldn't hit the rim as the time expired. 40 seconds into this one here, again with a 25-point Immanuel lead. Zoe March showing off her struts, trying to get out of Salas's way, gets tangled up between 2 defenders, jump ball, and that's a beautiful play there by the Crusader defense to get 2 players on top of March to force the turnover. 55 seconds in, 4th quarter of play. Salas takes the ball here on offense. Slack over to Salas, far side, kick out to Little. lost control. Back down to Salas, though. She resets the offense here. Leaning jumper on the free throw line, and that'll find its way home. And that's her second field goal on the day. She has 7 points here on the day.
Beautiful shot there by Salas in the lane, and those are the shots that the Crusaders absolutely got to have right now.
March over to Ledbetter. Front iron, no good. With the rebound, Sorensen, who gets her shot stripped off, but she gets tangled up, heading to the line for 2.
Another offensive rebound and more free throws coming for the senior. And now the Crusaders are really going to need to maximize every possession, really score.
So Sorensen here at the line shooting 2. First shot on the way. Back rim, no good. 2 for 3 here at this charity stripe. Again, 6:27 left to go. And again, this Eagle team has really controlled this game for the most part from start to finish. The foul again, and in case you guys are wondering, it's called against Marielle Priest, and that's her 3rd personal. Second shot on the way. Back rim, no good. Rebounded by Jordan of the Crusaders. Maybe a chance to cut this lead to 20 if they get a 3-ball right here. 6:20 left to go in the 4th and final quarter. Jordan, inside pass to Priest. Priest trying to find a lane, but instead loses the ball. Has to turn around with a jumper. Nothing but air on the play. Ledbetter with a rebound.
Blind shot, just kind of in desperation there, and maybe try and kick it out. Don't take a tough shot.
Salas trying to force her way on of Zoe March, but instead March running into the lane, puts up a shot, gets pushed off, and that is intelligent basketball at its finest, fundamental. Salas forcing her along her own baseline, but instead found the lane, and she'll end up, no correction, it won't be a shot foul, but instead a smart foul draw there by Zoe March. Sorensen with the ball on the inbound, trying to find a shot, instead kicks it over to Enns, shot no good. And now here come the Crusaders on the attack. Salas again contested by Enns. Double team, lost the ball, gets out back on top of it along the baseline, puts up a shot. It'll be a 2-shot foul as the foul called against the Eagles. It'll be called against number 4, Janelle Enns. That's her 4th personal. And she'll put herself into foul trouble. So Abrina Salas here at the line here shooting 2. First shot on the way, and that's good. 4 for 5 here at the line.
Eagles substitution back in the lineup, number 10, Ashley Regier.
And getting a little late for the Crusaders here, but they just got to keep trying to get it inside, get to the line, and get those good, clean shots looking right at the basket.
Second shot on the way here by Salas, and that's good. For Salas, that's 10 on the day as she leads the team in that category. Ball out of bounds, last touch by Jordan on the inbound pass. So the Eagles will try to reset things here on the inbound here. Again, 5:42 left in this 4th and final quarter, with the Eagles with a comfortable 21-point lead. Trying to make it 23 by the layup on March, no good. Rebounded by Ledbetter, putting up a shot. Gets it stripped, but got tangled up on the play as she'll head to the charity stripe for 2. It'll be against Sierra Heskett. And that's her 3rd. Team foul number 6 for the Crusaders. Ledbetter at the line here shooting 2. 0 for 2 at the line. First shot on the way, and that'll fall true. Michael here, it's been all Crusaders, again, for the most part, from start to finish, and you can really credit the defense to force really the bunch of turnovers that the Crusaders have committed. But the other aspect has been really the rebound category. Height has been really the big difference, and Sorensen has really controlled her side of the bucket on really offense and defense.
Yeah, averages 9 rebounds per game and really doing a good job of crashing the boards here in this championship.
Zoe March coast to coast on the rebound, laying it up off the glass and in. 19 points on the day. Again, leading the team as she puts her lead back up by 24.
And the freshman just doing such a good job in this section final. Definitely not playing like a freshman. just all over the place. It seems like every time we blink an eye, she's in the lane and scoring.
Yes, the 5'4" freshman at that one of the shortest players on that team, but she's really doing it all. Layup by the Eagles, no good. Salas trying to escape, but gets pushed off there by Sorensen as Sorensen picks up her third foul.
Whistle in the backcourt.
A 24-point lead. Team foul number 8, so that on the rebound foul will put the Crusaders at the free throw line. A 1-on-1 situation here.
And Kings Christian again playing with a short bench. Legs have got to be an issue at this point in the game. And just those 15 first quarter turnovers just, I think, really hurt them in terms of getting in offensive rhythm, and didn't really find the rhythm early enough in this one.
First free throw there by Salas, good. Most of her points have come from the charity stripe. She is shooting 7 for 8. Now 8 for 9. Correction, 7 for 8 now. So 7 free throws out of 8. And 7 of her total 15 points, correction, 12 points, have come from the free throw line. And Zoe March, after the inbound, again, loving that lane from both sides. Another layup there, and a 24-point lead here for the Eagles. Jordan with the ball, near side. Looking for Prees. Loose ball picked up by Zoe March. March again looking for Sorensen, putting up a shot, a awkward shot there, but again the rebound by Ledbetter off the glass, and that'll go in. Biggest lead of the day for the Eagles, 26 with 4:10 to go in the fourth and final quarter. Jordan contested, looking for Prees, shot on the way from the free throw line, nothing but air, out of bounds. Trying to hurry up on the shot, Marielle Prees really didn't have a chance to take it. Well contested there, but ball goes the other way.
And just fatigue, both mentally and physically, I think, becoming an issue for Kings Christian.
So a timeout called here by the Crusaders. We'll take one as well. A 26-point lead, 4:06 to go. Once again, the Division V girls basketball final right here on PlayOnSports.com.
And make sure to stay tuned for the PlayOnSports.com post-game show, where we will select our player of the game and have a live interview with that player. I think Zoe March is a pretty good bid for that. That's coming up following the game on your destination for high school sports, PlayOnSports.com.
Yeah, you can definitely make a case here for Zoe March on the day. She definitely is leading the team here in points as we count up the totals. 8, 18, 21 total points here for Zoe March. Obviously leading the team first over Sorensen, but really it's been Zoe March to Sorensen, that 1-2 punch, as we've mentioned all game long, but really Zoe March really leading the offense, and she's done it very well with the near finesse.
Yeah, just speeding all over the court, making steals on the defensive end, and always in the lane, scoring, getting to the line, really doing it all for the Eagles.
So coming back out of the timeout, the Crusaders again with one timeout remaining for the Eagles. They have 4 of 5. A lot of the starters right now on the bench, minus Sorensen. Fujioka with the ball, who now will control the offense. Inside the key, looking for Sorensen, a turnaround jumper, and that's with beauty there. Sorensen, she has 16 total points. 3:45 left.
Immanuel continuing to run circles really around the Crusaders in the second half.
Jordan, top of the key, almost lost the ball. Swings over, down to Little. Long 2 ball, no good. 50-50 ball. Jordan putting up a shot, no, actually had it blocked. A whistle and a foul on the floor. It'll stay.
Whistle on the exchange.
Actually, it'll go the other way, as a matter of fact. No, correction, it'll actually stay right here. It'll be called against Janelle Enns, and that's her 5th. So she'll have to sit out because of her 5th personal foul. So for Enns, no points, but really a big contributing factor here for her team. At the line here, shooting 1-1, Marielle Prees. Ready to go, first shot on the way, banking off the glass and in. That'll be her 3rd point. Again, really credit this, the effort by the Eagles, really from start to finish, and they really took control of that third quarter. They could have given the Crusaders some chances in that third quarter, but that huge run to start off, an 8-0 run, really put them in the driver's seat the rest of the way.
It really did, and you know, I feel like Kings Christian just, you know, got overwhelmed. And granted, they're high school students. It's tough when you're down big in this section final game, as that three is missed and another rebound for Immanuel. But maybe forced some quick possessions and more turnovers.
A steal there by Salas, trying to find the lane, but again, it gets draws the foul there called against Fujioka. For Fujioka, that'll be her first. Double bonus situation now. So Salas here will go to the line now for two, and like you mentioned, you know, really near flawless basketball here performed by Immanuel. Again, coming in with a record of 19-7. And the thing with Division 5, though, is there's really not a whole lot of teams that you can really play against. And the one thing that you can definitely credit for the Eagles is they really toughened up their schedule. They play a lot of teams in Division 3 and Division 2. And it's really, when it comes to games like these, it's experience more than really getting a whole bunch of wins. And you can definitely credit the scheduling toughness there by James Stevens to get ready to this point.
Yeah, and Immanuel just playing very consistently, playing like a championship team.
Salas makes both free throws, cutting the lead down to 25, saving the ball along the baseline, but here come the Crusaders on the attack. Jordan trying to find a lane along the baseline, but gets her ball knocked off and out of bounds. Great defense there made by Ledbetter to stick her hand in on the fast break opportunity. Timeout called here by the Eagles. We'll keep it right here. Again, a 25-point lead. Again, the Eagles really in control throughout this game. And again, making the case here for Zoe March, the player of the game again. But really, it's been a team effort, especially by this Eagles defense.
Yeah, it has. They've made it really tough with the zone defense and creating turnovers, poking balls all over the place, crashing the boards really on both ends. Again, rebounding has been a big advantage for Immanuel.
Yeah, definitely rebounding one thing. Again, the defense is one. It's the zone defense that they really play. You know, I believe it's kind of a mix of 2-3 in a box and one, but every time you see one of their prime players or whoever has the ball for the Crusaders, they really toughen up. They get double team, triple team, and that really kind of confuses them, forcing up, like you said, a lot of those turnovers and getting a lot of those points off for turnovers on their end. And there's another defensive play there by Riegner, as the ball will be out of bounds. 2:55 left to go here in this third quarter. Or correction, fourth and final quarter, if that. Salas with the ball, top of the key. Swing out pass over to Little. Little over to Price. Shot on the way, nothing but air. Slack trying to save the ball. Had her feet on the baseline. Ball goes the other way here for the Eagles. 2:45 left to go in the final quarter. Fujioka with the ball, looking for Ledbetter. Crossing half court. Pressured over. Inside pass to Sorensen. Instead, Price with the steal. Loose ball. Now here comes Salas to control the offense here. 2:23 left to go. Price trying to find a lane, laying it up. No good. That went off the back of the basket, and that will be out of bounds. Ball goes the other way. Trying to draw the foul there on the play, but for Salas, can't get the call there. Sorensen takes the inbound, swings it over to Fujioka. Getting pressured. And now crossing half court. Here's Ledbetter. Ledbetter to Sorensen, loose ball. Jordan falling on top of it. Jump ball, possession error pointing to the Eagles. 2:03 left to go. And then right now, as you look at that Eagle fan base, they're really feeling as if with 2 minutes left, they've got this thing wrapped up.
Yeah, it was going to be a section championship, the first one for either team, and the Eagle fans getting excited.
Sorensen shot no good. Second chance by Sorensen. Gets hit on the shot. She'll go to the line. But there's that second chance opportunity and another offensive rebound here by the Eagles.
Foul goes against number 15,
It'll be called the foul, Marielle Price. For Price, that's her 4th personal. So Sorensen here at the line, shooting 2. Making it now a 26-point game as that first free throw rattles its way home. So it's been a back and forth affair here between 23 and 27 points, trying to match that lead. No good. Sorensen with the rebound. Second chance, no good. A tangle of 50-50 ball awarded here for the Crusaders. Here's Salas. Near pass. Back to Salas. Top of the key. Inside pass over to Keskett. Shot on the way. No good. Along the baseline, out of bounds. No one there to get it, so the ball will go to the Eagles. 1:45 left. It's been a mixed round all game. Again, a big team effort here for the Eagles to walk away with that Division V title. Loose ball. Salas ends up here with the steal. 90 ticks to go. Speeding up there, Salas gets pushed off, and the foul called against Riegner. For Riegner, that will be her 3rd. So Salas here in the double bonus. 1:27 left with Salas here going to the line. First free throw there by Salas, up and good. But the one thing that you can really give credit to is limiting Salas's shot attempt. She only made 2 field goals overall, most of her points coming from that free throw line. She does have double digits in points, but really that's one big key factor that the Eagles can really give credit towards.
Yeah, definitely did a good job defending her, and Immanuel, a very seniorly laden team. They're actually losing all of their starters except for March. So March coming back will be good for the Eagles, but the Eagles definitely showing their veteran leadership.
And if you're definitely only losing everybody but March, with March controlling that offense with authority, you're not really losing a whole lot, especially when you have the bread and butter in March controlling the team. A whistle and a foul on the shot with about 1:02 left to go. It'll be called against number 10, Casket. Number 4 for her. And at the free throw line here, Riegner. First shot on the way, back rim, no good. Zoe March, 21 total points for Olivia Sorensen. She has a total of 17 points. Second free throw, nothing but air. And now 62 seconds away from the Immanuel Eagles winning their first ever CIF Central section crown. Jordan, top of the key. Swing out pass over to Keskett. Back to Slack. Slack to Salas. Backs up. Looking for a layup. No good. Rebounded though by Keskett. Shot on the way. No good. Loose ball picked up by Sorensen. Another rebound here for the Eagles. 35 seconds left. 9-second difference. Shot clock and game clock. Here's Ledbetter. Pressured there by Price. Over to Fujioka. Fujioka pressured by Salas. Ball stolen. Salas trying to pick up the ball. Gets tripped. 18 ticks left. A tangle up. Jump ball possession arrow here for the Crusaders. They will take probably one shot left. And it's 17 seconds left before the Eagles can walk away with that section title crown. Inbound pass to Salas. 13 ticks left. Shot on the way, nothing but air. 10.2 left. And that might wrap it up. From start to finish, the Immanuel Eagles took control of Kings Christian, out-rebounding them, forcing a whole bunch of turnovers, and leading the way. Zoe March, 21 total points. With 10 seconds left, don't let this clock tick down. We'll actually have to wait with 3 seconds left. That final push there by the Crusader defense has to win another 3.3 to go.
And you got to credit Kings Christian for having such a great season, despite, again, being short on the number of players. A great season for Kings Christian.
Count the basket there, and that will do it. The Immanuel Eagles will walk away with the Division V section crown. They will win it by a final score of 58 to 32. As the Immanuel Eagle fans around the court celebrating their first ever division crown. Again, a valiant effort by both teams, but the Eagles will walk away with their first ever section title.
And Immanuel, just the superior team today. They played with a lot of zip all over the court, offensively, defensively. Great fundamental basketball, creating turnovers, getting in the lane, getting good shots, and making them all count.
Keep it right here for our player of the game. Again, you can catch the interview on our on-demand section. That'll be posted up in the next couple of days, but we can definitely, most likely, give it to Zoe March. 21 total points, a whole bunch of assists, a whole bunch of rebounds, a whole bunch of everything for her. She really led the way in the offense and really took control of the defense of Kings Christian, and you can definitely credit for her that she would definitely be awarded for that player of the game.
Yeah, and it's great to see for Immanuel fans a freshman being the player of the game in this section final in terms of Immanuel's future.
So once again, Immanuel wins it here by a final of 58 to 32, and that'll wrap it up here in this Division V girls final. Stay tuned, folks. In a little bit, it'll be Layton taking on Tranquility in the Division V boys final. That'll tip off at 4 p.m. From all of us here on PlayOnSports.com. For Michael Conowitz, Manu News here, making the call. Stay tuned, folks. At 4 p.m., it'll be the Division V boys final coming up in just a little.
One match away from immortality.
This is a total team effort.
We're gonna come at you.
One shot.